Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for
brother,
personal
you got it wrong.
Say
you were
whatever you want.
preposterously and stupidly wrong. So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought?
Don't call me stupid.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So as you can see in the introduction clip, this is going to be a heated but absolutely hilarious and entertaining debate between Allan Lichtman and Cenk Uygur. Now, what's funny about this debate is that these two had a run-in with each other previously, where Cenk was telling Allan that his predictions were basically wrong, and this was right before Biden had to drop out of the race. Check this clip out real quick.
Biden's not my candidate.
Well, it certainly sounds like it. And
I predicted Trump. You didn't in 2016.
Okay, brother.
I predicted
Okay.
Reagan in 1984.
Okay, you're the best. You're the best. Okay, so listen, brother.
Thank you.
But I'm trying to see if you have an open mind and if you're being honest with yourself, let alone the audience, because I think you're leading him in a very wrong direction right now. So when you say, hey, the last couple of polls came out and they're not so bad, you understand that it's the aggregate of the polls, because I can show you a poll where Biden is losing by 12 in Nevada. So cherry picking polls is wrong. You know that, right?
You're wrong there, of course. Polls are snapshots, and they change overnight. So you can't rely on polls taken a week or 2
So the
weeks.
very last poll is the only one that should count, you think?
The most relevant polls, if polls are relevant at all, because they change so rapidly, are the most recent polls, and they're not close. Trump underwater 25 points.
You think it's not close, Allan Lichtman? You sound like you're on a different planet. You think it's not close that Biden's going to blow out Trump?
Nationally.
You know he might resign tomorrow. Are you aware of anything that's going on? The NATO presser is going to be a disaster. He already called Zelensky Putin. He's already got 8 defections at the beginning of the show, and one came in during the middle saying he should resign the presidency. And you think that the aggregate of polls don't count? That's amazing.
So you've seen that, right? You've seen that. And I think there might be some animosity built up between these two gentlemen here because this debate gets, it gets absolutely out of control. So, but the crazy part about it is that you're probably going to end up agreeing with Cenk. And I know that's hard to hear or even say, because I never thought I would ever agree with this guy here, but I actually do, and you're gonna realize that here at the end of the clip. So make sure you stay. We're gonna also read the comment section, which is absolutely hilarious. So hit the like button down below, guys, and of course, if you're brand new, consider hitting the subscribe button. Let's get straight into the clip.
So this idea of like disinformation, I think some of it was disinformation, but it's, I think the idea that this election was only won through right-wing disinformation, I'm afraid I view that as a total delusion by the Democrats again.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm sorry, but I totally disagree with Juan and Professor Lichtman. Don't blame the voters. I think, look, we could get into this discussion, but Juan, I think you're blaming the voters. I think that's a terrible idea. And look, I debated Professor Lichtman before. I told him his theories about the keys were absurd. I was right. He was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were
Couldn't
not
find
right,
him
and
before
I
the
was
election.
not wrong, and that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be taking cheap shots at me.
Who won?
You want to make your
you
point,
live
make your
in
point.
a total
Don't make it
world
personal.
of denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me.
Yeah,
so quiet with your personal attacks.
Yeah, come find out again.
Make whatever point you want. Don't make it personal.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51 years.
On this program, I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published? No, because you're personally attacking me again. Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for personal
brother, you got it wrong.
You
were preposterously and stupidly wrong. So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought ever on this show?
No, not if you're personally attacking. I admitted I was wrong. I don't need you to call me stupid.
Okay.
Can I just say, it's great to see you Democrats all getting along so well.
Who taught you manners?
Wow. It's lovely to see a post-election harmony as you all come together again.
We're just one right now. Hey, Allan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second? And let someone who knows what they're doing.
You're so right, Piers. You're so right. We're so unified right now.
I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that.
Blasphemy.
You don't boost your own
Blasphemy
ego
against you?
by
Who the hell are
attacking
you?
me
Are you
like that.
Jesus
Just
Christ,
make your
you
points.
loser? Okay, can I
points.
just give the correct answer for once? Okay, here we go. So guys, you're blaming disinformation. There was disinformation. There was the cats and the dogs nonsense. The points you're making about undocumented immigrants, I agree with, Allan, okay? But that didn't cost the election. The main disinformation was about how the election was going to be rigged. And it wasn't rigged. It was dumb. They won easily. There was no need for that disinformation. You guys are missing the whole point. The people who are at fault are not other people. It is the candidate, Kamala Harris, the previous candidate, Joe Biden, Democratic Party, Democratic leadership. You guys don't want to admit that they're the problem. They're the cancer in the Democratic Party. So you blindly lash out at the voters, at information, at social media, and you want to shut down anyone who disagrees with you. That's not the correct answer. There are three wings of the Democratic Party. There's the establishment wing that the great majority, almost everyone on television supports and kisses the ass of and does propaganda for. That wing has led to disaster. They lost to Donald Trump twice, nearly lost to him 3 times. And then the other wing is called the progressive wing, but those are two different sets of people. In the progressive, so-called progressive wing, what you have is the identitarian left, the people who do what the right wing would call woke politics and identity politics, and that is disastrous. That's what the trans ad was at the end, and it cost us. The most popular part of the Democratic Party is the populist left. That is the Bernie Sanders 2016 campaign. That part says, let's do super popular economic proposals like paid family leave, higher minimum wage, universal health care, public option. Let's do all of these things. And the establishment goes, no, our corporations don't want that. Our donors don't want that. So we'll just do identity politics. And maybe identity politics will unite the left. But it didn't. Identity politics led to disaster. It was a poison within the Democratic Party, used ironically by the establishment Democrats because they didn't want to talk about popular proposals that we have because their donors hate those proposals.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you have it. 2 losers, right? That's the funny part about this whole thing is that Cenk is sitting up there as if he was right about his predictions. Dude, both of y'all were utterly wrong, like horribly, horribly wrong. Y'all are basically agreeing on who's the biggest loser here at this point. That's what it is. Who was the one that was the most wrong is what the argument sounds like. These people are lunatics. But like I told you, you might have ended up agreeing with what Cenk said because he was kind of right. He was kind of right on why the Democrats lost the elections. But let's read some of the comments here. So somebody says, when Cenk is the least obnoxious person on the panel, you've really assembled something special. 5.7 thousand likes. Somebody says, wow, never thought I'd actually be siding with Cenk in a debate. That Lichtman guy needs to touch grass. That guy is completely out of touch. The only time I respected Cenk for shutting up Allan Lichtman. Blasphemy. Dude has the world biggest ego. Yeah, man, this guy is like, he got the God complex. Like, dude, what are you talking about? Blasphemy is crazy. Someone says Piers is now having these panels just to rub it in, and I'm totally up for it. Man, I'm loving every single moment. We got the liberal tears after Donald Trump won, and then now we're getting infighting, right, between the liberals here on who's more wrong. And then also we get Piers Morgan bringing people on to eat their words. And it is just absolutely entertaining to witness. Somebody said, I will now allow you to blasphemy against me. Lichtman actually thinks he's some sort of God. Wild. I mean, this guy is a lunatic. Next comment says, Cenk dunking on Allan was beautiful to watch. I can't stand that guy. Next comment says, I haven't seen a liberal meltdown like this since yesterday. Hey, we're getting it on a daily now at this point, and I love it. Somebody says, when Cenk is the logical one on the panel, you know that people have to look in the mirror. Someone says, quote, how many books have you published? If that isn't the prime example of an elitist Democrat, I don't know what is. Yeah, 100%. He thinks he's better than him. Somebody says, I was on Cenk's side on this one. Lichtman is more arrogant than Cenk. I didn't even know that was possible. So it says that fake professor cites blasphemy upon him. What an ego. Wild. Wild. So there you have it, guys. That is it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I thought this was funny to share with you guys. Hope you liked it. Hope it was entertaining. Hit the like button down below. It really helps the channel out. And of course, if you are brand new, consider hitting the subscribe button for more videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.